On today's episode, we're going to be trying the Bully Hill Vineyards Riesling wine. Now, Bully Hill is one of my favorite vineyards to get wine from, but I have not had the pleasure of trying this one. So let's crack this open. All right, there we go. Okay. Start off, it is got a nice fruity smell. Now on the back of the bottle, it does say it has hints of green apple, nectar, and a hint of melon. And those are right up my alley. Cheers.
It's not bad.
That's pretty good. It's not real dry, which I don't really care for dry wines.
Not real sweet either.
It's not real sweet. I do feel like I taste a lot of the green apple kind of flavor coming through.
Yeah.
So you're going to want to really like to have that fruity wine flavor in order to enjoy this.
So what are we making tonight?
Tonight we are doing Panko-Crusted Everything Bagel Chicken.
Everything?
Everything.
Everything.
All of it.
What constitutes
it.
everything? I mean,
all of it. I don't know. It's got everything. Okay, so we got all of our stuff here. Comes with everything, your asparagus, your potatoes, chicken, all the stuff you need to make it.
my favorite part right here, the knick-knack sack.
And this is a Blue Apron recipe. We've been using Blue Apron for a while now. I just find that we have a lot more.
Wait.
What?
We should put on our aprons. We should put on our aprons.
We should. So I bought aprons for Christmas. And this is just one of his favorite movies. So we're going to put on our aprons.
Yes.
Now. This doesn't have to take forever.
Here you go. Here you go. Okay. Just put on your apron. And I'll put on my apron. And the two of us. Hers says, where do you think you're gonna put that? Where do you think you're gonna put a tree that big?
And his says, bend over and I'll show you.
For those that don't get the reference, where's that from, babe?
From National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
That's right, Clark Griswold.
That we watch every year, and even the kids, as they've gotten older, are still carrying on that tradition. It's quite funny. Okay, so we're ready to go. So I read through this recipe already. You've got all of your instructions on the back. You're going to need a bowl and a smaller bowl and a plate, and then your sheet pan that's going to go in the oven. I cover this with tin foil. Blue Apron says to do the same thing. Why? Because it's less cleanup. And none of us want to do dishes after we're done cooking anything. So go ahead and do the tin foil because it's going to help out.
Time saver. Huge time
Absolutely.
saver.
So right now we're going to get this stuff set aside and let's
start prepping up
our stuff. Oh, okay. So this is the wrong knife to cut with, right?
Okay, so I guess that's probably something we need to think about.
Yeah. Hang on a second. We got to find the knife, which is probably in the dishwasher. Yep.
Found it. Stop looking.
There it is. Here you go.
Thanks. Although the camera's not following me, it's following you. All right, so this first step is to prepare the ingredients. It says to arrange 2 oven racks in the upper and lower thirds of the oven and preheat to 450.
Check.
We've actually already done that. Man, that wine's giving me hiccups. Then it says to fill a medium pot 3/4 of the way up with salted water and then cover and heat to boiling on high.
I got that. Okay, so we got our water in our pot and we've got that heating up.
So the next step is to medium dice the potatoes. So we're going to grab the bag of potatoes and
I'm going to toss some potatoes. Potato.
Do we have a
I can
bowl
put
to
them in the
these
little juice ring. Why? We're going to throw them right in the pan.
Oh, okay. We're going directly to the pan.
Yeah.
Got it.
I'm trying to figure out where to stand so that it's not seeing where you're cutting.
No, it's all right. Nobody wants to see me lose a finger. I just don't think that's high on anybody's priority list to watch a cooking show and see somebody lose a finger. Nope, not a good idea.
Probably not. Okay, here I'm going to start popping these in.
All right, you take those and put them in the pan. You know, I watched this guy on TikTok that he literally says that. He's like, put the butter in the pan. Put the beef in the pan. Like there's anywhere else to put it. I mean, that's just where it's got to go if you're going to cook it, right? So, what are you throwing potatoes at me now?
I'm throwing potatoes.
Thank God it's just a small one.
While he's going to do that, we're going to save a little time, and we're going to get some asparagus moving along.
Snapping the asparagus.
So asparagus, all you want to do is bend it. Super easy. Sometimes you're going to have short ones, sometimes you're going to have long ones. But this, where that break happens, this is the woody part, and you don't want to eat that.
You said woody.
I said woody.
Woody.
So you're just grabbing each end.
By the way,
and
I just want to be clear, that's just my favorite character on Toy Story.
Sure it is.
Woody.
We're just going to snap those away. Snap.
Snap them like you're taking out the aggression you've had from a day at work.
Right. Oven's ready. Good sign. All right. Chop the chives.
Chop the chives. So I get to open the knick-knack sack and pull out all of the little components. There's the chives. So I grab these guys.
Now, I'm sure we're going to season these up later on in the instructions, but for right now, we're just going to throw them on here, and then we'll set those to the side while we get rid of some of our stuff.
Am I just chopping these up?
Chop them, mince them, yep.
Thinly slice the chives.
All right. This is our garbage bowl for the chickens that we have outside. And we're going to let them have the woody part of the asparagus. And the next thing we're going to do is we are going to bread the chicken. So we're going to find the butter in here. And we're going to take half of this and get it melted up into a small bowl, which I have right here. You almost done with that? Can you cut that butter in half?
As soon as I get all these chives in this bowl.
All right, melt half your butter in a large bowl in the microwave or on the stove, whatever you prefer. We're going to stir in the mustard and half of the Weekend Hero spice blend.
Do you want that in here?
Yes, thank you.
Sure.
If you could put that in the microwave, that would be great. Be careful when you're doing this butter because there's not a whole lot of it, so it's going to start snap, crackling, and popping, make a mess all in your mom's microwave if you're not watching it carefully. So he's going to melt that butter.
30-second intervals.
And I'm not even sure it's going to take 30 seconds, babe.
Probably not.
All right, so we've got our little Dijon mustard. Super cute the way they package everything in this. Weeknight Hero Spice Blend. We've been cooking Blue Apron for quite a while now. I would say 7 or 8 months at least. And they, quite frankly, use this Weekend Hero blend a lot. And for good reason, because it's pretty tasty. So we're going to pop that open that, and scoop it in. Mustard and half of the Weekend blend. Now, weeknight blend. I keep saying that wrong. It's just a guess. You don't have to measure this. Just get it close. Yep, that looks good.
Best guesstimation.
Okay. So we are going to mix that up. And if you want to mix that up over there, yeah, that's tasty. I really like that.
All right.
Did you finish your glass?
Almost.
Shall I pour you?
Sure.
Let's just get you a little cap off.
Perfect. So.
And if you're ever in upstate New York, just like every other vineyard, they do wine tasting, tours. I haven't been able to make it up there yet, but that is on my bucket list. All right, so we're gonna take a plate and get ready to do our panko breadcrumbs. Is it, how can it be?
I'm doing a little bit of cleanup.
It's panko, but panko's not breadcrumbs. What is panko?
No, well, I mean, I don't know. It's got to be some kind of.
And we need the
breadcrumb type
Parmesan
thing.
cheese and
That's
the everything
right here,
bagel seasoning.
And that's right here.
Oh, there is a whole another thing of butter.
So by half, did they mean that we were supposed to have?
Oh, I don't know.
It would have said. I mean, it'd be nice. Do I put all this in there?
Yeah, all of it.
So that's the everything seasoning.
And we're doing all the Parmesan.
So if they said half the butter, I'm guessing that we need to do this half, this little pat right here. So I'm going to grab a small bowl and
It's always important to read the instructions.
I'm going to.
And even when you read the instructions, sometimes they don't make complete sense. But I think it's because they create these recipes for 2 or 4 or 6 people. So if you're following the recipe for 2 people, they would only give you 1 of these little pads of butter because half is going to go in your potatoes and half of it is going to be used for your chicken. So because we're cooking for 4 people, we got 2 pads of butter. I think that's the issue. So we're going to get a fork and just mix our stuff around. And this camera angle is not working because...
Well, normally we would have a second camera going so that you could see and we'd be able to switch back and forth, but we don't have that second camera tonight.
So in the next episode, we're going to improve on our camera skills, but you're just going to mix that up just like that. Okay. And I don't know, that doesn't feel like it has a lot of everything bagel, but I'm sure it'll be good. But if you like a lot of the everything bagel flavor, grab your spices out of your cabinet and just sprinkle a little extra on there. Okay, so now we've got our chicken that we're going to pat dry. So you want to grab a couple of paper towels. And everything comes double bagged. So we've got bag for the chicken, and then it's double bagged. And I'm just going to pop this open. And then this is the last time we're going to use this knife because now we've used it to mess with chicken. Right.
So I have some paper towels. I'm kind of out of the frame because the camera's following her, but I have some paper towels that I'm going to use to dry this chicken when she hands it over here to me.
Okay, so now we've got our chicken cleaned off and we're going to start popping it in the seasoning. So we're working one piece at a time and we are going to put the spiced butter on it first, and then we're going to cover it in the panko. So John got a little ahead of himself and he decided to put the chicken down first. And you know what? That's okay. We're just going to work with it because in the end, it doesn't matter. It's all going in the same hole and out the same hole.
Oh my God.
So don't stress over it. It's supposed to be fun if you're doing this with a spouse, a boyfriend, whoever. Just have fun with it. There's no reason why.
I was having fun. I was just throwing it in the panko.
Just throwing it on there.
I was ready to go.
John is not good with reading directions. Neither am I. Don't think that we're some kind of experts at this. This is just supposed to be fun. Okay, so I got an itch. So we got both sides.
So I'm fairly certain that I can butter this over here.
You can.
While you're finishing that panko part. And that will keep us moving.
Okay, so now we've got our sheet pan ready to go, and our first piece is going to go on the sheet pan. And John's got the second one. That's some great smoothing butter skills you got there. Yep. Slathering. Now make sure you don't.
Don't worry.
You got enough for all four?
Yes, we're good. I promise. Shoot, I'm more worried about the panko, whether there's going to be enough of that.
Are you?
So sometimes we kind of question how much is given to you in these recipes. They definitely cut it close.
Hey, typically it comes out okay. I think it could have gone a little heavier on the vegetables, but it is what it is. Okay, second one done. All right, there we go.
Is that going in the oven?
We've got that all set.
In the oven?
And we are baking that chicken.
Okay.
Oh, drizzle it with some olive oil.
Son of a... Where's the olive oil? I got it. The sprayer.
Yep, we got a sprayer. We're going to place it in the upper rack for 19 to 20 minutes. And then we are good to go.
Okay, I feel like I've sufficiently lubricated the chicken. Chicken has been lubricated.
Oh, had to do a little Fonzie action on the oven. It's a little old. It's okay.
It's been around for a while.
Like everybody, you know, we're going to become TikTok.
It's got its own creaks, groans, and moans.
Oh, okay. Okay, so in reading the instructions while we were taking a little pause, we need another sheet pan. So we've got another sheet pan ready to go. We're going to season and throw our asparagus on here. And we're going to use the remaining part of that weeknight hero seasoning.
And salt and pepper.
And salt and pepper. Now, your little salt is over there on the counter.
Oh, yeah. The little...
Okay. Give it some pepper. And now the reason why this is in a different container than what people normally do, go really high because this is a sea salt that has magnesium in it, and I will go through on a different day why we use this. It is for health reasons. Your body needs magnesium in order to keep yourself from dehydrating. It just helps you overall. So we've got those well coated. We're just going to spread those out, and let's take a look at our directions. And we need to cook these for about 10 minutes or until they're golden brown. I didn't know asparagus got golden brown. Alexa, how much time is left on my timer? There are no timers set.
Well, that means she was not listening.
Okay, Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes. Okay, she's listening now. So we're going to set a timer.
10-minute timer.
Get those in the oven. And then what we'll do is, because we play it by the by the hip.
Fast and loose, baby. That's the only way to go. Fast and loose.
And we will temperature check that chicken before we go to serve it. You want your chicken at 165 degrees to make sure that you don't kill a loving family member. That's important.
Is it though?
Oh, we should probably finish the potatoes. Did you check those potatoes?
Yeah, I did. They got turned down so low that they were not cooking. So
Son of a bitch. Who did that?
That was you.
That was I. Are you sure?
Yep.
I did not see me do that.
Yeah. You did not see you do that. I saw you did that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You said, "Oh my God, they're boiling," and you turned around and turned them down, and you turned them down so low that they stopped.
Did you fork them?
Yes, I did, and they're still hard.
Oh.
Which means
They're
not
cooked.
ready.
All right.
They're not cooked. I did find the other thermometer though, so we're good to go for checking the chicken.
Great. We need to make the creme fraiche.
So is that going in a bowl?
Going in a bowl. And
Going in a
with
bowl.
the chives. So we can just do it in this little bowl.
You think that little bowl's big enough?
Yeah, we're gonna see. Can I have a spoon?
Yep. Hold on.
All right. Well, that's a big spoon. Oh, this is big enough.
Is it all gonna fit?
If it fits, it ships.
I just shipped my bed.
All right, we're going to take our 2 creme fraiches and we're going to blend them with our chives. And it looks like this is going to be some kind of garnish. When in doubt, look at the picture.
Always with the garnish, man. Looks pretty good. Doing a great job.
Are you sure?
Yep. Doing perfect. You could probably get a job doing that. You're doing so good.
We just sent our middle child to go pick up our youngest child. So the goal is to be plated up and ready when they all walk in the door. I'm going to wash my hands.
What's the over-under on that?
The over-unders. I say
got
that
a feeling
they're going to be here before.
they're going to be here before we're ready to go.
Could be.
Because just like everything, this has been uncorked.
Way to work that in.
Had to do it. had to use had to use the name of the show somewhere.
Shameless plugs.
It's all in the marketing, babe. It's all in the marketing.
Plugs.
What are we supposed to do with this extra butter?
It goes in the potatoes.
And what about this honey?
It's not honey, it's cream.
Oh, you're right.
I think it's buttermilk.
What? Made with RBGH free milk. Indian milk and honey.com.
That means it's good
Turn
for
that
you.
around so you can see it. Get a little closer to the camera. Look at that. I'm like Vanna White, man. Holy cow.
I think we're funnier without the children here.
I think so too. I think we're less nervous because John Paul's not standing here looking at us going, you know, this isn't real good.
John Spielberg tried it.
John
Oh, my
Spielberg.
Lord.
That's just not, you're not in the frame, Mom.
Fork the potatoes.
I just did. Yeah, how many times do you want me to fork them?
All the time. All the time.
Oh my God, they're still hard. It's a great problem to have if you're with the ladies, but it kind of sucks when it comes to the potatoes.
That's what she said.
Yeah, there we go. That's what she said. Freaking jokes are coming out. Listen.
So if we review liquor, are you going to actually drink it?
Probably not.
Why?
Because we know what liquor does to me. It makes my clothes fall off. And nobody wants to see that on this show. Right? Right? Am I right? Nobody wants to see that on this show, right?
And our 10 minutes is up, so we're going to go
Alexa,
ahead
cancel.
and pull our asparagus so it doesn't get too done.
And while we have this open, I'll check this chicken. See what temp we're at.
It doesn't look like it's ready. It's not really brown enough on the top. But those look pretty perfect.
Okay.
So, He just pulled the asparagus. And what we're going to do, pop that right here, is we're just going to very carefully, you're just going to pull this tin foil.
And make it into a little pouch.
Make it into a little pouch.
Keep it warm.
Pop this in the microwave so it doesn't get cold. So, pop, here we go. The train has moved. This is really hot, so you don't want to touch this.
It doesn't matter. What are we supposed to do with these potatoes? You got a bowl?
Mash them. No, we're going to mash them right in there. You're just going to drain the water out.
What are you going to mash them with? You can't use anything metal in that pan.
I have a little...
You got a plastic masher? A plastic masher.
Okay, so we've fork tested the potatoes. They are perfect. We're going to take them over to the sink and get them drained up. Okay, so we've drained the potatoes. We did it right here in this pan. These pans you can find on Amazon. Say it again.
Oh, I don't remember.
Senserte? Senserte. Okay, so we're going to do this.
We'll put a link in the YouTube video.
Kids are home.
To get to them.
We did not win the under-over because they are home and the chicken is not done. So we're going to finish these potatoes. But this is the nice thing about these pans. The handle comes off. You can get that out of the way. Go ahead and pour that in. And we need the butter. All right. Why don't you grab the plates because we're getting close. It is almost dinner time. And I just drained these potatoes just by popping it in the sink and just tipping the pan over. A little bit of water is just going to help get them a little creamy. You don't want a lot of water in there, but you also don't have to have it, it completely dry.
Do you want me to check the temp of the chicken?
We've got some wonderful mashed potatoes.
Oh yeah, these are like golden brown.
John's going to check the temperature on the chicken because you want to make sure that we're at least 165 degrees. Stay close to that number because you don't want to overcook your chicken, then it's going to get dry. And there we go.
Yep.
We are all set.
We are actually at 170.
Perfect. Okay, so we've got our asparagus out of the microwave where we kept it warm. And I'm just going to split these up between our plates. John's plating the chicken. So you really just want to divide this up by 4 because that's the meal plan that we bought. And everything is perfectly portioned. We're going to pop that in, and then we're going to take our creme fraiche. This, I think of this like sour cream and chives. So I'm going to put this, just a little dab, right in between your potatoes and your chicken. And there you go. Panko-Crusted Everything Bagel Chicken. Let's get a fork and knife and give this a taste. All right, so we're going to do a little bit of chicken with a little bit of the creme fraiche. John's going to put potatoes on there.
Ready?
Cheers.
Cheers.
That
That's
chicken
pretty good.
is nice and tender. The everything bagel seasoning, I was a little worried. I didn't think there was enough of it. but the flavor is coming through just fine. Super yummy.
I like it. So this was the Blue Apron Panko-Crusted Everything Bagel Chicken. Check out Blue Apron. They have some really cool meals. Most of them are delicious. And we'll see you guys on the next episode.
Thanks for watching.